the word impossible. What does it truly mean? In your current understanding, it might represent a barrier, a limit to what can be achieved. But I say unto you, the impossible is merely that which has not yet been imagined into being. It is a temporary state, waiting to be transformed by the power of your consciousness. But what does it truly mean to repeat something 10 times, and how can this simple act manifest even the impossible? It is not a matter of mere repetition or positive thinking. It is a state of consciousness, a shift in your very being that aligns you with the creative power of the universe. It is about recognizing that your inner dialogue, your self-talk, is the very foundation upon which your reality is built. Let us delve deeper into this profound truth. Your outer world, every experience you have, every circumstance you encounter, is nothing more than a reflection of your inner world, your consciousness. It is a mirror, faithfully reflecting back to you the sum total of your beliefs, assumptions, and most importantly, your inner conversations. When you understand this, truly understand it, you realize that by carefully choosing and consistently repeating certain statements, even those that seem impossible, you are actively creating a new reality that will unfold in your experience. This understanding is crucial, for it shifts the entire paradigm of how you approach the impossible. No longer are you a helpless being at the mercy of external circumstances, hoping for favorable conditions. You become the active creator of your reality, knowing that as you repeat your chosen statement 10 times, with feeling and conviction, the universe must rearrange itself to match this new inner assumption. But how, you may ask, can mere repetition have such a profound and lasting impact? The answer lies in the creative power of your wonderful human imagination combined with the intensity of your feeling and belief. For your imagination is not a mere fantasy maker, and your feelings are not mere reactions to external stimuli. Together they form the very workshop in which reality is forged. Let us take a moment to truly understand this. Your subconscious mind, which is one with the universal creative force, does not distinguish between what you vividly imagine and feel as truly and what you actually experienced in the outer world. It accepts as true whatever you feel to be true in your inner conversations. And once it accepts an idea as true, it proceeds to bring it into manifestation in your physical reality, regardless of how long it takes in clock time or how impossible it may seem to your rational mind. So when you repeat a statement 10 times, especially one that seems impossible, you are not engaging in wishful thinking or self-deception. You are actively creating your new reality from within. You are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, allowing it to work through you and for you to manifest even the seemingly impossible. This, my dear listeners, is the essence of the power of repetition. It is about recognizing that the power to shape your reality lies within you, waiting to express through your conscious inner dialogue. It is about understanding that your outer world is nothing more than a reflection of your inner conversations, which can be radically altered by consistently repeating chosen statements, even those that currently seem impossible. Consider the biblical phrase, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This is not a mere poetic expression or a vague spiritual concept. It is a statement of cosmic law, an invitation to recognize the power of your inner dialogue. When you repeat a statement times, especially one that seems impossible, you are thinking it in your heart. You are feeling its reality with every fiber of your being. And in that moment, you are changed. The outer manifestation may take time to catch up, but the inner transformation is instantaneous. But let me be clear, repeating a statement 10 times is not about forced repetition or strained affirmations. It is about a total immersion in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, of the impossible becoming possible. When you truly embody this practice, you naturally assume the thoughts, feelings, and inner conversations of the person who lives in the reality where the impossible has become possible. You go to sleep not as the person bound by current limitations, but as the person who has already experienced the manifestation of the impossible. Let us explore this further with an example. Imagine a person who desires to manifest something that seems utterly impossible, perhaps healing from an incurable disease or achieving a seemingly unattainable goal. Their outer reality shows no signs of this possibility. Now imagine this person deciding to repeat the statement, "Even the impossible is possible for me," 10 times with complete conviction and feeling. As they do so, they immerse themselves in the feeling of this statement being true. They feel the joy, the wonder, the gratitude of living in a world where even the impossible manifests for them. They allow this feeling to permeate every cell of their being. They repeat this statement not just with their lips, but with their entire consciousness. When they awaken, something has shifted. They may not see immediate external changes in their circumstances, but internally, they are no longer the same person. They have experienced the reality of a world where the impossible becomes possible, and this new self-concept begins to reshape their outer world. In the days and weeks that follow, they find themselves naturally acting with more confidence and expectancy. They approach challenges with a newfound sense of possibility. They make decisions and take actions aligned with their new assumption that even the impossible will manifest for them. And as they do so, their outer world begins to reflect this new inner state. Opportunities arise that they never would have noticed before. Solutions appear to problems that once seemed insurmountable. Their entire life begins to transform, all stemming from the simple act of repeating a powerful statement 10 times. This principle applies to every aspect of your life. Whether you desire to manifest health, wealth, love, or any other state of being that currently seems impossible, the key is to first assume it as true in your inner dialogue. Repeat the statement that aligns with your desire 10 times, feeling the reality of it being true. Fall asleep in that state, knowing that as you do so, you are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind that must grow into your outer reality. Now I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, can simply repeating a statement 10 times really make such a difference? Surely manifesting the impossible requires more than that. And to this I say it is not the mere repetition of words that creates the change, but the shift in consciousness that occurs when you repeat a statement with feeling and conviction. The repetition is a tool to impress upon your subconscious mind a new assumption, a new truth about the nature of your reality. Remember, the outer world is dead. It has no life of its own. It is your consciousness that gives life to your experiences. When you repeat statements that align with your current limitations, you are breathing life into a reality that perpetuates those limitations. But when you consciously choose to repeat statements that align with the manifestation of the impossible, you set in motion a series of events that must culminate in the outer expression of this new inner reality. This, my dear friends, is the true secret to manifesting even the impossible. It is about aligning your inner dialogue with the highest vision of yourself and your life, recognizing that this desired reality is seeking expression through you, and allowing it to flow into your experience through the power of your repeated statements and unwavering belief. But let me warn you, this shift in consciousness, this practice of repeating powerful statements 10 times is not always an easy task. The old habits of negative self-talk, of repeating limiting beliefs, are deeply ingrained in our collective consciousness. As you embark on this new way of thinking and speaking to yourself, you may find resistance arising within you. Doubts may creep in, old thought patterns may try to reassert themselves. When this happens, do not fight against these thoughts and feelings. Simply observe them, acknowledge them, and then gently return to your chosen statement, repeating it again with renewed conviction. For the war is not won by battling against what you don't want, but by persistently embodying what you do want. This persistence, this unwavering commitment, repeating your chosen statement 10 times, even in the face of contrary evidence, is what allows you to truly manifest the impossible. Think of it like tuning a radio. When you're trying to listen to a particular station, you don't focus on eliminating all the other stations. You simply tune into the frequency you desire. In the same way, you don't need to fight against your current reality or forcefully push away thoughts of impossibility. You simply need to tune yourself to the frequency of possibility, to align your entire consciousness with the reality where even the impossible manifests for you. This tuning is done through your repeated statements and your ability to generate feeling states. Your inner dialogue is the dial that allows you to tune into different frequencies of experience. As you repeat your chosen statement times, as you feel the reality of it being true, you are tuning yourself to that frequency, allowing the corresponding experiences to flow into your life. But remember, my friends, this is not a one-time event. Repeating your chosen statement times is a practice, a way of life. It's a constant choice to maintain this new inner dialogue, regardless of appearances. Just as you wouldn't expect to stay in shape by exercising once, you cannot expect to manifest the impossible by repeating a statement once. This is about persistently aligning your inner conversations with your desired reality, about maintaining this consciousness day in and day out, until it becomes your new normal. As you do this, you will find that your perception of what is possible begins to shift. What once seemed impossible now appears as a natural unfolding of events. Challenges become opportunities for growth. You begin to see yourself as the empowered being you truly are, knowing that your inner art is constantly shaping your reality. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Neville, how can I maintain this practice of repeating my chosen statement 10 times when my current reality seems unchanged? How can I persist in feeling its truth when circumstances seem to contradict it? And to this I say, your imagination infused with feeling is more powerful than any circumstance. Consider for a moment, have you ever been deeply moved by a story, whether in a book or a movie? In those moments, were you not feeling real emotions based on imaginary events? Your feelings were real, even though the events were not happening in your physical reality. This is the power you must harness when you repeat your chosen statement 10 times. You must use your imagination to create scenarios that evoke the feelings associated with your statement being true. Imagine how you would feel if the impossible had already manifested for you. Feel the joy, the gratitude, the sense of wonder that would come with this reality. Feel these states as vividly and as consistently as you can as you repeat your statement. The key is to make your repetition as real to you as possible. Engage all your senses. Feel the textures associated with your desire fulfilled. Hear the sounds, smell the scents, taste the flavors. See the world through the eyes of the person who lives in the reality where the impossible has become possible. Make it so real that your rational mind cannot distinguish between this inner experience and physical reality. But here's a crucial point, my friends. The goal is not to repeat statements about specific events or circumstances. The goal is to capture the essence of the feeling state associated with living in a world where even the impossible manifests for you. For it is this feeling state that is the true attractor of your experiences. Let me illustrate this with an example. Instead of repeating, I will win the lottery 10 times, capture the feeling essence of living in a world of unlimited abundance. Repeat, I live in a world of infinite possibilities and abundance 10 times. Feel the security, the freedom, the joy that comes with this state. See yourself moving through life with the ease and confidence of someone who knows that even the impossible will manifest for them. By focusing on the feeling essence rather than specific outcomes, you allow the universe to bring your desire to you in ways that might far exceed your specific imaginings. You open yourself to possibilities beyond what your current mindset can conceive. This is the true art of manifesting the impossible through repetition. It's not about forcing yourself to believe something against all evidence. It's about aligning yourself with the truth of your divine nature, your oneness with the creative power of the universe. It's about repeating statements that resonate with the highest vision of who you truly are and what is possible for you. As you practice this, you may find that your outer world begins to shift in subtle ways. Perhaps you start to notice more synchronicity in your life, or you find yourself naturally making choices that align with your new assumption of possibility, or opportunities that once seemed impossible begin to present themselves. These are all signs that your inner shift, brought about by your repeated statements, is creating ripples in your outer reality. Don't discount these small changes. Celebrate them. See them as confirmation that the law is working, that your repeated statements are taking root. But don't become attached to them or anxiously look for them. Simply acknowledge them with gratitude and continue to repeat your chosen statement with conviction. As you persist in this practice, larger changes will begin to manifest. You may find yourself naturally attracting experiences that align with your new assumption of possibility. You may notice that challenges which once seemed insurmountable are now easily overcome. You may achieve goals you once thought impossible with an ease that feels miraculous. And as you continue to repeat your chosen statement 10 times each day, you'll discover that life becomes an exciting adventure of ever-expanding possibility. But remember, the outer manifestation is not the goal. The goal is the state of consciousness from which all desired experiences naturally flow. This is a crucial point, my friends. When you're truly embodying a state where even the impossible manifests for you, when you're fully living from this consciousness, you no longer need external circumstances to confirm your state. You're already whole, already complete in your knowing that you live in a world of infinite possibility. And paradoxically, it's in this state of inner assurance that you're most likely to experience a life where the impossible becomes possible. Now, some of you might be thinking, but Neville, what about action? Don't we need to do things in the physical world to manifest the impossible? And to this I say, yes, action is part of the process. But it's inspired action, not anxious doing. When you're consistently repeating your chosen statement 10 times each day, living from the consciousness of possibility, ideas and opportunities will naturally present themselves to you. You'll feel inspired to take certain actions, to move in certain directions. These actions won't feel like struggle or effort. They'll feel natural, joyful, almost effortless. This is the difference between trying to make the impossible happen and allowing it to happen. When you're trying to force manifestation, actions feel stressful, born out of fear and doubt. When you're living from the consciousness of possibility, actions flow naturally from your aligned state, guided by an inner wisdom that knows exactly how to bring about the manifestation of even the seemingly impossible. Consider the example of a seed growing into a mighty oak tree. The seed doesn't strain to become a tree. It doesn't force itself to grow. It simply unfolds naturally, expressing its innate potential. You, my dear listeners, are no different. When you align yourself with the consciousness of possibility through your repeated statements, you allow your life to unfold naturally and beautifully, expressing the infinite potential that is your birthright. But let me be clear, this state of allowing is not passive. It requires an active use of your imagination, a deliberate and focused repetition of your chosen statement. It requires faith, not blind faith in external circumstances, but faith in the creative power of your consciousness and your ability to manifest even the impossible through your inner dialogue. This faith is not about believing that the impossible will become possible someday in the future. It's about knowing that you live in a world of infinite possibility now, in this very moment, and that your outer world must inevitably conform to this new inner reality. As you cultivate this faith, as you persist in repeating your chosen statement 10 times each day, you'll begin to see evidence of the impossible becoming possible in your outer world. These signs may start small: an unexpected solution to a problem, a chance encounter that leads to a breakthrough, a sudden insight that changes everything. Do not discount these signs, no matter how small they may seem, for they are confirmation that your inner world, shaped in each statement, is indeed shaping your outer reality. They are breadcrumbs leading you to the full realization of a life where even the impossible manifests for you. As we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to address a common concern that arises when people first encounter this teaching. Many worry that focusing on repeating statements about the impossible becoming possible might somehow disconnect them from reality or lead to disappointment. But I assure you, my friends, the opposite is true. When you truly understand the principle of manifesting through repetition, you realize that you are not separate from reality. You are the creator of your reality. As you elevate your own consciousness by repeating powerful statements, you are elevating the consciousness of all. Your personal transformation, far from disconnecting you from reality, actually expands the field of possibilities for all. Moreover, when you are coming from a place of knowing that even the impossible will manifest for you, you naturally have more to give to others. You become a beacon of possibility, a living example of the power of consciousness to reshape reality. Your transformation creates a ripple effect, touching the lives of everyone you encounter with your newfound energy, confidence, and sense of infinite possibility. This is the true gift of repeating powerful statements and manifesting the impossible. It's not just about improving your individual circumstances, although that will happen. It's about aligning yourself with the fundamental nature of the universe, which is boundless potential. It's about recognizing your own divine nature and allowing it to express itself fully through you. In this state of alignment, of consistently repeating your chosen statement 10 times each day, you become a channel for the most beautiful expressions of life. Ideas flow to you effortlessly. Opportunities present themselves naturally. The right people and circumstances appear in your life at the perfect time. This is the magic of living from the consciousness of infinite possibility. But remember, this magic is not something external to you. It's not some cosmic force that you need to appease or manipulate. It is the natural expression of your own consciousness, when it's aligned with the truth of your being. You are the power. You are the magic. You are the one who makes the impossible possible through your repeated statements and unwavering belief. As we draw our time together to a close, I want to leave you with a final thought. The principle we've explored tonight, repeat this 10 times, even the impossible will manifest for you, is not just a technique. It's about recognizing your true nature as a divine creative being. It's about aligning your entire being with the fundamental truth of who you are and allowing your grandest expression to flow through you. When you live from this understanding, everything changes. The world becomes a friendly place, filled with infinite possibilities. You no longer see yourself as a small, separate being struggling against impossible odds. Instead, you recognize yourself as the author of your own reality, the creator of your own miraculous life. In this state, there's no need to fear the impossible or doubt your ability to manifest your deepest desires, for you understand that you are the source of all creation in your experience. Your job is simply to maintain the consciousness of possibility through your repeated statements, to live from this awareness, and to allow the universe to arrange the details of its manifestation. So, my dear friends, as you leave here tonight, I urge you to embrace this principle with all your heart. Don't see it as a technique to be applied occasionally, but as a way of life to be lived continuously. Choose your statement wisely, one that embodies the essence of the impossible becoming possible for you. Repeat it 10 times each day, not just with your lips, but with your entire being. Feel the naturalness of being the divine, limitless being you truly are. Live from this state, persist in this knowing, and watch as your world rearranges itself to match your vision, making even the impossible manifest before your eyes.
Close your eyes and step into the stillness for a moment. Let the world fall away and feel the vastness of your being. The truth I share with you today is not a promise for the distant future, but an eternal truth already alive within you. Your time has come. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Right now. You are not here by accident. Every thought, every feeling, and every desire you've carried in your heart has led you to this very moment. There is a divine seed within you, ready to bear fruit in abundance. Millions, whether they are blessings, opportunities, or wealth, are not beyond your reach. They are already yours, waiting for your recognition. The secret lies in your imagination. What you dare to imagine with conviction, you will hold in your hands. Close your eyes again. Picture yourself standing in a place of immense wealth, not just in material terms, but in fulfillment, joy, and freedom. Feel it. Touch it. Smell the success in the air. It is not a wish, it is reality. Claim it as yours now. When you say, I am wealthy, you are not lying to yourself. You are aligning with the truth that already exists. The world may tell you otherwise, but the world only mirrors what you believe to be true. Shift your belief, and the world will shift with you. If you desire millions, they will come not because you chase them, but because you embody them. Think of the mustard seed, so small, yet capable of growing into a mighty tree. Your belief is that seed. It does not matter how small your faith feels right now. What matters is that you plant it in the fertile soil of your imagination and nurture it with unwavering confidence. Do not look to the outer world for evidence. The outer world is only the echo of your inner reality. Instead, live in the knowing that you already possess everything you need. Feel it so deeply that it saturates every fiber of your being. This feeling, this conviction, is the bridge between the seen and the unseen. When doubt creeps in, remind yourself that the universe is abundant. There is no lack, no scarcity. Everything you need is drawn to you by the power of your consciousness. Like a magnet, your focused belief will pull miracles into your life. Your time has come. Say it with me, my time has come. I am wealthy. I am abundant. I am free. Speak these words not as mere affirmations, but as declarations of truth. The universe responds to your faith, not your fear. Stand boldly in the certainty that you are worthy of millions, and they will flow to you effortlessly. Let this moment mark the beginning of a new chapter. From now on, walk as if you already possess the life of your dreams. Speak as if your cup overflows. Love as if the world belongs to you. Because it does. Your time has come. Believe it, feel it, live it. The millions are already on their way, and they will find you, for they are drawn to the light of your unwavering faith. Your time has come, not because the world says so, but because your inner self declares it. You are the creator of your reality, and the authority of your life resides within you. The world you see is nothing but a reflection of what you hold in consciousness. To change what is reflected, you must change the source. That source is your belief, your assumption of what is true. Feel this truth deeply. You are not small. You are not limited. You are infinite, powerful, and eternal. Whatever you desire already exists, waiting for you to step into the awareness of having it. The millions you dream of are not far away. They are here now, present in the unseen reality that you are constantly shaping. Close your eyes and feel their presence. Feel the joy of receiving them, the freedom they bring, the security they offer. Let this feeling take root in your heart, for it is the key to manifesting them into the physical world. Do not be distracted by appearances. The outer world will often show you evidence of lack or delay, but these are illusions. They hold no power unless you give it to them. When you feel doubt or fear, turn inward. Return to the vision of abundance that lives within you. In this inner sanctuary, nothing can disturb you. Here you are already wealthy. Here you are already free. Remember, the law of life is unchanging. Whatever you persistently feel and believe becomes your experience. If you feel lack, you will encounter lack. If you feel abundance, abundance will find you. You do not need to know how it will come, only that it will. Trust the unseen forces at work. They are infinite, intelligent, and aligned with your belief. Think of the wind. You cannot see it, but you know it exists because you feel its touch and witness its effects. In the same way, the millions you desire may not yet be visible, but their presence is real. You feel them when you align your imagination with the reality of already having them. Let that feeling guide you. Many people wait for external validation before they believe, but this is not how creation works. You must believe first. You must claim your wealth in consciousness before it can show itself in form. This is the great secret that so few understand. Creation begins within. When you hold the feeling of wealth firmly, unwaveringly, the universe cannot help but respond. Do not concern yourself with how the path will unfold in ways you cannot predict or control. Trust that infinite intelligence will arrange all circumstances to bring your vision to life. Your task is not to figure out the details, but to maintain your focus on the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Each day, take time to sit in stillness. Close your eyes and step into the scene of your ideal life. See yourself surrounded by wealth, living in abundance, giving freely, and receiving joyfully. Feel the emotions as if they are happening now. The more real this vision becomes in your mind, the faster it will manifest in your reality. Every action you take, no matter how small, should flow from this state of abundance. Speak as if you are wealthy. Walk as if you are abundant. Let your entire being radiate the certainty that your time has come. This is not pretending, it is aligning with the truth of who you are. You are not meant to struggle. Struggle comes from resisting the flow of life, from clinging to the belief that you must earn or deserve what is already yours. Release these false ideas. You do not need to beg or fight for your blessings. You only need to receive them with gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful force. When you give thanks for what you have, even before it appears, you open the floodgates of abundance. Feel gratitude for the millions that are already yours in the unseen. Thank the universe for its endless generosity. The more grateful you are, the more reasons you will find to be grateful. This is the law of increase. What you focus on expands. Be mindful of your thoughts and words. They are seeds that you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Speak words of abundance, not lack. Think thoughts of prosperity, not limitation. Every word you speak and every thought you think is a declaration of what you believe to be true. Declare only what you wish to experience. Miguel, there will be moments when doubt tries to creep in, whispering that your dreams are too big or that you are not worthy. Recognize these doubts for what they are: remnants of an old mindset that no longer serves you. Do not fight them, simply replace them with the truth. Affirm to yourself, I am worthy, I am abundant. My time has come. The world may not understand your faith, but that is irrelevant. You are not here to live by the world's standards. You are here to live by the higher law of creation, the law that says you are one with infinite abundance. The opinions of others have no power over you unless you allow them to. Stand firm in your belief, and the world will adjust to match it. When you act from the place of knowing that your time has come, you will find that opportunities begin to appear, doors open, and resources flow to you effortlessly. This is not luck, it is the natural result of your alignment with abundance. You are a magnet, and what you focus on is drawn to you. Focus on wealth, and wealth will come. There is no need to rush or force anything. Creation is not a race, it is a process. Trust the timing of your life. Everything unfolds in perfect harmony when you remain aligned with your vision. Impatience comes from doubt, but you have no reason to doubt. The millions you seek are already yours. As you move through your day, carry the feeling of abundance with you. Let it color your thoughts, your actions, and your interactions with others. Share your joy freely, for what you give returns to you multiplied. There is no scarcity in the universe, only endless supply. If you find yourself facing challenges, see them not as obstacles, but as opportunities to strengthen your faith. Every difficulty contains the seed of a blessing. Embrace these moments, knowing that they are shaping you into the person who is ready to receive all that you desire. Your time has come. Let these words echo in your heart. Let them guide you, inspire you, and remind you of the truth that you are already abundant. Millions are not a dream, they are your reality. Walk in this truth, live in this truth, and let the world reflect it back to you. Each moment is an opportunity to step deeper into the reality of your abundance. Do not measure your life by what you currently see or what your senses tell you. The physical world is simply a reflection of past thoughts and feelings. If you continue to dwell in the truth of your wealth, your external world must conform to that inner belief. There is no other possibility. The millions you seek are as natural as the air you breathe. They are not separate from you, they are part of you. The same force that keeps the stars in the sky and the oceans in motion is working within you, bringing your desires to life. This force does not question your worthiness, it only responds to the vibration you emit. Align yourself with the feeling of already having everything you desire, and the universe will mirror that back to you. When you wake in the morning, begin your day with the knowing that you are wealthy. Let this truth set the tone for everything you do. As you move through your day, act as if nothing is lacking. Speak as if all your needs are met. Let the abundance within you overflow into every conversation, every interaction, and every decision. You are not waiting for your time to come. Your time is now. The moment you decide to claim your wealth in consciousness, it begins to materialize in your life. You may not see the results immediately, but rest assured that the process has already started. Just as a seed takes time to grow into a tree, your vision takes time to manifest. Trust this process. Avoid looking around and comparing your journey to others. Comparison is the thief of joy and the enemy of creation. The path to your millions is unique to you. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else can take it from you. Stay focused on your vision, and let the success of others inspire you rather than discourage you. Do not mistake silence for inaction. Often the greatest movements happen in the unseen. When you align your thoughts and feelings with abundance, you set into motion forces that are beyond your comprehension. These forces are working tirelessly to bring your vision into reality. Trust them. Trust yourself. When doubts arise, as they inevitably will, remember that they are only fleeting shadows. They have no power except the power you give them. Shift your attention away from doubt and back to the feeling of abundance. Imagine yourself standing at the center of your wealth, surrounded by the millions that are yours. Feel the gratitude and joy that this brings. This feeling is your anchor, your guiding light. Do not underestimate the power of persistence. Creation is not a one-time event, it is a continuous process. Each time you return to the feeling of abundance, you strengthen your belief. Each time you resist the urge to dwell on lack, you take another step toward your vision. This is the work of creation, to remain faithful to the unseen reality until it becomes visible. You may encounter people who doubt your vision, who tell you that your dreams are unrealistic or impossible. Do not let their opinions sway you. They are only reflecting their own limitations, not yours. You are not bound by the beliefs of others. Your power lies in your ability to hold fast to your own truth, regardless of external circumstances. Imagine for a moment that everything you desire is already yours. Picture yourself living the life of your dreams, free from worry, free from struggle, and full of joy. How does it feel? Hold on to this feeling. Let it fill every corner of your being. This feeling is your connection to the reality you wish to create. It is your proof that what you desire is already real. Remember, the journey to your millions is not about hard work or struggle. It is about alignment. When you align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the truth of your abundance, you step into the flow of life. In this flow, everything comes to you with ease. Opportunities appear, doors open, and resources are drawn to you like a magnet. Your time has come not because of luck or chance, but because you have chosen it. You have decided to step into your power and claim what is rightfully yours. This decision sets you apart. It marks the beginning of a new chapter, one in which you are the conscious creator of your reality. Feel the truth of these words in your heart. You are not small. You are not limited. You are infinite, powerful, and abundant. The millions you desire are already within you, waiting for you to bring them into being. All that is required is your belief, your faith in the unseen. Every time you affirm your wealth, every time you visualize your abundance, you are planting seeds in the garden of your mind. These seeds will grow, watered by your faith and nurtured by your persistence. Do not worry about the harvest, it will come in its own time. Focus instead on tending your garden, on keeping your thoughts aligned with your vision. You are not alone in this process. The universe is your partner, your co-creator. It responds to your intentions with infinite intelligence and perfect timing. Trust that it knows the best way to bring your vision to life. Trust that it is always working for your highest good. As you move forward, let your actions reflect the truth of your abundance. Act with confidence, knowing that you are already wealthy. Give freely, knowing that your supply is endless. Treat every moment as an opportunity to express the wealth that lives within you. Your time has come. Say it to yourself again and again until it becomes a part of you. Let these words guide you, inspire you, and remind you of the truth that you are already abundant. Millions are not a distant dream, they are your reality. Live in this truth and let it shape the world around you. When you feel the pull of doubt, remind yourself that the unseen world is more real than what your physical senses can perceive. The unseen is the source, the seen is merely the result. You do not have to fight against the current of your circumstances or struggle to convince the world of your wealth. Instead, convince yourself. The inner conviction is what matters most, for it sets the tone of everything that follows. Imagine for a moment that your millions are already in your possession. Feel their weight in your hands. See the joy on the faces of those you bless with your abundance. Envision the life that unfolds before you, the freedom, the fulfillment, and the opportunities to create even more. This vision is not a fantasy, it is a preview of what is already yours. Stay rooted in this feeling, for it is the bridge between your current reality and your desired state. Life has a rhythm, a divine cadence that flows through all things. When you align yourself with the feeling of abundance, you step into this rhythm. You become like a symphony perfectly orchestrated by the Creator. Each note, each movement aligns to bring about the manifestation of your desires. This process is not something you must force, it is something you allow. Let go of resistance and trust that the flow will carry you to your millions. There is no room for fear in the heart of the one who knows they are destined for greatness. Fear is an illusion, a shadow that dissipates when faced with the light of truth. The truth is that you are limitless, boundless, and infinite. The truth is that your desires are not random, they are whispers from the divine, calling you to step into the fullness of who you are. Every great accomplishment begins in the mind of the dreamer. Your millions are no different. They are birthed in the quiet moments when you dare to believe in the impossible. Do not dismiss these moments as trivial. They are the foundation upon which your future is built. Every time you imagine your wealth, every time you feel the joy of having it, you are laying another brick in the structure of your abundance. Let gratitude be your constant companion. Even before the evidence appears, give thanks for what you know to be true. Gratitude is a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive. It is an act of faith, a declaration that you trust the process. As you give thanks, you open the floodgates of abundance, allowing your millions to flow into your life with ease. There will be times when the world tries to distract you, when circumstances seem to contradict your vision. Do not be swayed. These moments are tests, opportunities to strengthen your resolve. Return to the feeling of your wealth. Anchor yourself in the truth that your time has come. Let nothing pull you away from this knowing. Think of yourself as a magnet, constantly attracting the circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with your inner state. When you hold the feeling of abundance, you draw abundance to you. This is not wishful thinking, it is a law as precise and reliable as gravity. You do not have to understand how it works to benefit from it. Simply trust that it does. Action is a natural outgrowth of belief. When you truly believe in your wealth, your actions will reflect that belief. You will move with confidence, make decisions with clarity, and seize opportunities with boldness. These actions are not forced, they flow effortlessly from your inner state. They are inspired, guided by the same force that brought your vision into being. Your time has come because you have decided it is so. This decision is not dependent on external validation or approval. It is a choice you make within yourself, a declaration of your sovereignty as a creator. Do not wait for permission or conditions to be perfect. The moment you claim your wealth, the universe begins to align with your decision. The millions you desire are not separate from you, they are an extension of you. Just as a tree does not struggle to grow or a river does not strain to flow, you do not have to force your abundance into being. It is your natural state, your birthright. All that is required is your willingness to receive it. Release any lingering feelings of unworthiness. You are not defined by your past mistakes, failures, or limitations. You are defined by your ability to rise, to believe in something greater, and to step into the fullness of your potential. Your millions do not require you to be perfect, they require you to be aligned. There is no scarcity in the universe. The same force that created the stars, the oceans, and the mountains has provided for your every need. The millions you seek are not taken from someone else, they are created anew in the infinite abundance of the universe. There is more than enough for everyone, including you. As you stand at the threshold of your new life, remember that you are not alone. The universe is conspiring in your favor, orchestrating events and aligning circumstances to bring your vision to life. Trust this process. Trust that everything is happening for your highest good. Your time has come because you have prepared for it. Every challenge you have faced, every lesson you have learned has brought you to this moment. You are ready. The millions are not a reward for your efforts, they are a reflection of your alignment. They are the inevitable result of the work you have done within yourself. Feel the truth of this in your heart. You are not waiting for your wealth, you are stepping into it. It is here, now, ready to reveal itself to you. Let go of any lingering doubts or fears. They have no power over you. You are the master of your destiny, the creator of your reality. The journey to your millions is a journey of self-discovery. It is about more than money, it is about stepping into the fullness of who you are. It is about realizing that you are powerful beyond measure, capable of creating anything you desire. Let this realization guide you as you move forward. Speak words of abundance, think thoughts of prosperity, and feel the joy of having everything you desire. These are not just actions, they are declarations of your truth. They are the tools you use to shape your reality. Use them wisely, and watch as your millions unfold before you. Your time has come, not by chance or coincidence, but by divine design. You were meant for this moment, for this life of abundance. Embrace it with open arms. Step into your power and let the world see the magnificence of who you are. You are the gardener of your mind, planting the seeds of your future with every thought and emotion. Your wealth, your millions are the fruits of the seeds you choose to nurture. With every thought of abundance, you water these seeds. With every feeling of gratitude and joy, you nourish them further. Trust that the harvest will come, for the laws of the universe are unchanging. What you sow within, you will inevitably reap without. Do not measure the distance to your millions by the evidence of your senses. Your outer world is a reflection, a delayed mirror of your inner state. To look outward for confirmation is to misunderstand the process. Instead, hold firmly to the feeling of already being wealthy. Let this feeling grow stronger than any doubt, louder than any contradiction. Your unwavering belief is the catalyst that transforms the unseen into the seen. Imagine for a moment that your millions are already in your possession. See yourself walking through your days with the calm assurance of someone who knows their wealth is secure. Feel the pride of creating something meaningful, the freedom to explore, and the joy of giving generously to those in need. These feelings are not just daydreams, they are the vibration that aligns you with your abundance. Every time you revisit them, you bring yourself closer to your millions. You have been told that faith is the evidence of things unseen, the substance of things hoped for. This is not a vague idea but a living truth. Faith is the bridge that spans the gap between desire and fulfillment. When you act as though you already have what you seek, you bring it into being. This is not pretense, it is creation in its purest form. By assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you align yourself with its reality. Let go of any lingering attachments to scarcity. Scarcity is not your natural state, abundance is. Look around you and see the infinite supply of the universe. The stars in the sky, the grains of sand on the shore, the leaves on the trees, all are reminders that abundance is the nature of creation. Your millions are part of this divine abundance, waiting for you to claim them. As you align with the feeling of wealth, you will notice changes in your world. Opportunities will appear where there seem to be none. People will come into your life who are eager to assist you. Circumstances will shift in ways that defy logic. This is not coincidence, it is the natural unfolding of your alignment. The universe is responding to your inner state, orchestrating events to match your vibration. There is no need to rush or force the process. The timing of your manifestation is perfect, even if it does not match your expectations. Trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Impatience is a sign of doubt, and doubt creates resistance. Instead, rest in the knowing that your millions are already yours. This calm assurance is the key to allowing them to flow into your life. Each day is an opportunity to reaffirm your wealth. Begin your mornings by imagining your life as you desire it to be. Feel the excitement of waking up to a reality where your millions are secure. Carry this feeling with you throughout the day, letting it guide your actions and decisions. Before you sleep, revisit the joy of your wealth. Let this be the last thought on your mind as you drift into slumber. In these moments, your mind is most receptive, and your creations are most powerful. You are not a passive participant in this journey, you are an active creator. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs are the tools you use to shape your reality. Use them wisely. Choose thoughts that uplift you, feelings that inspire you, and beliefs that empower you. These choices are the foundation of your wealth. Forgive yourself for any past mistakes or missed opportunities. They do not define you. What matters is the decision you make now, in this moment. The past is gone and the future is yours to create. Let go of regret and embrace the power of the present. This is where your millions reside, in the now. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your faith and deepen your understanding. Instead of seeing obstacles as setbacks, view them as stepping stones. They are not here to defeat you, but to prepare you for the abundance that awaits. With every challenge you overcome, you become more aligned with the truth of who you are, a limitless being capable of creating anything you desire. The world may not understand your journey, and that is okay. You do not need external validation to know your worth. Your inner conviction is enough. When you hold firmly to your vision, the world will eventually reflect it back to you. But it begins within. The opinions of others are irrelevant to the process of creation. Trust yourself, trust the power within you, and trust the universe to deliver. There is a divine timing to all things, a perfect unfolding that cannot be rushed. Trust that your millions are coming at the right time and in the right way. They may not arrive exactly as you expect, but they will arrive in the way that is best for you. Be open to surprises and remain flexible. The universe has a way of exceeding our expectations when we allow it to. As you walk this path, remember that wealth is not just about money. It is about freedom, joy, and the ability to make a difference. Your millions are not just for you, they are a tool to create more good in the world. As you receive, so too shall you give. This is the cycle of abundance, one that flows freely when you align yourself with its principles. Feel the gratitude for what you already have, no matter how small it may seem. Gratitude is a powerful magnet for more abundance. When you appreciate what you have, you send a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more. This is not a practice of settling, but of recognizing the abundance that already exists in your life. Your journey to wealth is not separate from your spiritual path. They are one and the same. The same power that creates universes resides within you. When you align yourself with this power, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Your millions are a testament to this truth, a reflection of your divine nature. Continue to dream boldly, believe deeply, and act confidently. Your millions are not just a possibility, they are a certainty. Every thought, every feeling, every action you take in alignment with this truth brings you closer to its manifestation. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and know that your time has come. As you stand at this pivotal moment in your life, let the certainty of your inner power be your guiding light. Your millions are not just a distant dream, but a reality already unfolding within you. Trust that every thought you nurture, every feeling you embody, and every belief you hold is shaping your world. Release any doubt, for the universe operates with unwavering precision, responding to your faith and alignment. Your time has come. You are no longer waiting, you are living in the truth of your abundance. Walk forward with confidence, knowing that what is yours can never be withheld. The seeds of wealth you have planted are blossoming into a harvest beyond your imagination. Embrace it fully, share it generously, and know that this is only the beginning of the endless possibilities that await you. With every step, you are creating a legacy of abundance, not just for yourself, but for the world. Stand tall, dream boldly, and claim the life that has always been yours. Your millions are here. They are yours to live, to love, and to celebrate.
My friends, we live in a universe of unspeakable abundance, where all possibilities for richness and fulfillment exist as infinite potentials awaiting our conscious invitation into tangible embodiment. Yet so many of us struggle ceaselessly, chasing desires like perpetually elusive phantoms, while remaining oblivious to our intrinsic power as infinite creators shaping reality itself through our subconscious imaginings. The greatest truth each of us must awaken into is the recognition that we originate not from this physical world of fleeting forms and appearances, but from a deeper continuum plane of pure consciousness, a boundless metaphysical dream space where our thoughts and feelings take on a quickening spiritual vivification that births new realities into being. The material realm you and I experience through our senses is but the residue, the ephemeral frosting atop the surface of infinitely vaster subconscious dream streams that flow directly from the inexhaustible wellsprings of the universal imagination itself. All tangible manifestations we behold or experience in the exterior world are simply crystallized thought forms generated by the boundless ideational activities churning within each of us. You are far more prodigious in your capacities for authentic creation than you presently realize, my friends. For you are fractal replicants of the originating universal consciousness, immortal subjectivities endowed with infinite resourcefulness for generating any condition or desired experience into material embodiment. What you call the pursuit of goals, the attainment of dreams or objectives, is but an indirect quest spurred by a soul-deep intimation that you possess the intrinsic power to command the reshaping of your reality in accordance with your innermost yearnings and aspirations. Each longing, each desire that arises within you is itself a divine prompting from your own eternal essence, seeking fulfillment as a portal into higher revelation. The tragedy is that most people in this world languish beneath the massive gnosis of materialistic limitations, subscribing to the belief that our ambitions and aspirations must be arduously pursued in the external world through struggle, perspiration, and conquest of opposing forces and finite resources. But this is a fallacy deeply entrenched in egoic consciousness, one that severs your awareness from the infinite wellsprings of your divine creatorship potential. From the deeper altitude of your subconscious identity, you are truly liberated masters of reality, rather than victims bound to circumstances. Your thoughts, beliefs, and visionary impressions all flow directly from the same gestive cosmic fonts from which the entire theater of the universe perpetually springs into experiential embodiment. At the core of your being is the infinite creative principle, the limitless universal imagination, constantly dreaming into particularized materialization whatever your consciousness has subconsciously impregnated it with through your thoughts and passions. Through your individual awakening into this supernal continuum awareness, you cease being a powerless spectator, ceaselessly reacting to outside effects. But rather you become the lucid dreamer birthing all circumstances and earthly phenomena into experiential revelation. Consider the stunning implications of what I'm conveying, that you yourself are the central emanating presence perpetually dreaming into existence the entire three-dimensional hologrammatic theater you call the world. This physical realm you experience through your sensory lenses itself, but frozen photographic snapshots of the infinite subconscious dreaming process eternally streaming through your imagination's limitless interiors. This human incarnation you presently inhabit, with its seemingly finite sensations, emotions, and physical promptings, is like a temporary daydream congealed into an apparently persistent state through repetition of the same thoughts, impressions, and conditioned stimuli. But merely by redirecting the currents of your subconscious imaginal activities, you awaken into new dream zones of enhanced vitality, abundance, and revelation. The physical plane you have been taught is the only ultimate reality, is but a shadow play of frozen sculptured consciousness, a mere residue of the infinitely more quickened and subtle ethers of subconscious ideation within you. Cast your soul's gaze even deeper through the gossamer veils of this temporary existence, and you awaken into direct contact with the unspeakable splendors of the infinite dreamscapes you originate from. You become lucid witnesses to the ever-recreating continuum of subconscious realities that stream ceaselessly from your inexhaustible wellsprings. All force movement events, even inert objects comprising your exterior world, are symbolic materializations, metaphysical objectifications precipitated into seemingly concrete density by the processes of condensed subconscious ideation flowing forth from the unobstructed continuum of your being. There is no fixed world or static universe external to the boundless imaginal dream states you emerge from. Your state of consciousness alone births all dimensions and circumstances you experience. From this profound metaphysical recognition arises a life-changing revelation. For if you accept the premise that you are integrally unified with the infinite dreaming mind of all creation, and that your consciousness ceaselessly distills ideational patterns into periodic actualization as your physical world experience, then you awaken into awareness that you yourself are the solitary fulcrum through which all events and conditions arise and fall away. Your desires, ambitions, goals are not existent to your endpoints you must arduously struggle toward across a linear path filled with obstacles and limitations. But rather, they are celestial prompts arising from your own infinite depths, angelic invitations from within beckoning you to surrender your conditioned mind's limitations so that you can partake of infinitely greater revelations of being through your intentionalized dreaming of them into embodiment. Futile is the game of ambitiously striving, efforting, and bloodying your spirit against the apparent constraints and daunting adversity of the external world's seeming obstructions. For all conditions you witness or experience are passing flickers of mirrored consciousness, little more than ephemeral thought forms that shift and dissipate once your dreaming mind redirects its vision //spetfos.io/edit. Doc 5 F47 EC4D3-4DC9-9- to attentional into new creative directions. So too is it foolhardy to fixedly pursue ambitions through anxious striving as if they were limited objectives to wrestle against the world's apparent forces to achieve. For any craving, longing, or ambition is simply the leading edge of your own infinite potentiality beckoning to be birthed into fuller manifestation. Each desire is a divine invitation into vaster revelation of self. Those who vainly attempt to impose their will against external circumstances and battle dualities unconsciously sabotage their own infinite powers by remaining ignorant of their identities as originators of the dream continuum in which every condition first springs. They become lost in the illusions of materiality, hypnotized by frosted impressions of consciousness, rather than wielding their unconditioned awareness to create a new, each eternal instant. The enlightened ones, those liberated souls who have awakened into direct knowing of their subconscious dream-weaving abilities, follow a path of sublime detachment and effortless manifestation. They never strain, pursue, nor anxiously grasp at desired outcomes. Instead, they calmly, sovereignly nurture their realized intent impressions through tranquil meditation, enveloping them in the unconditional love frequency, until the full-blown conditions blossom into substantiation through the divine laws of synchronized fulfillment. While the masses remain forever lost in materialistic preoccupations, tirelessly exerting their egoic will force to manipulate and wrestle with circumstances and hollow appearances, the awakened ones dwell lapped in the sublime continuum wellsprings of infinite potentials. They know through stillness and meditative self-surrender into the source awareness that births all worlds, all possibilities spontaneously unfurling perfect synchronistic timing before them. Those grasping at goals and ambitions from a limited ego consciousness inevitably thwart their attainment through their very grasping, for that desperate energy of clutching onto what you desire only pushes it further away. However, through perfect relaxation into the awareness that you are already the infinite subconscious sea, in which all desires already exist as effortless potentials, your dreams and intentions actualize into manifestation before your very eyes, almost as if by magic. Ambition born from egoic willpower and anxiety is what obstructs then, rather than facilitates the natural fulfillment of your heartfelt yearnings. For it is a constricted, contracted state of being that severs your awareness from the infinite flow of continuum potentials which you are intended to merge with through surrender, not effortful imposition. Only by entering the hallowed meditative stillness at your core, ceasing all anxious striving to cause manifestation through muscular egoic exertion, can you unite your conscious intentions with the subconscious dream waves that perpetually birth all desires into embodiment as your objective reality experience. My beloved friends, we are born into this earthly incarnation as luminous fractals of the universal dreaming mind itself, imperial vortices of continuum ideation spiraling forth into every human experience. Our role in this cosmic dreamscape is simply to channel the eternally regenerative streams of possibility unfolding from our interior founts into personal revelation and expanded fulfillment through the lens of our individuated focus. Just as an eternal day of infinitude dawns within you, an endless night of subconscious regeneration simultaneously takes place, an oceanic reserve of pure potential, from which all manifestations you attract into material experience first precipitates. It is from this inexhaustible divine reserve, this universal subconscious matrix, that all your intentions and realized ambitions crystallize into objectification. Your greatest power as a sovereign creatrix birthing the world into being through your consciousness does not flow from anxious striving and impassioned efforting to impose your will upon the universe. True mastery arises through complete surrender into the silent stillness at your core, then calmly allowing your heart's whispers, intentions and passions to be subconsciously realized as new experiential circumstances naturally unfold. You are not a separate ego entity pitted against the external world, trapped in perpetual pursuit of unfulfilled desires that lie outside your reach. You are the infinite universal creator itself, with full access to boundless continuum fields of possibility and infinite resourcefulness for expressing unimagined fulfillments into materialization at each passing instant. Yet this infinite potential languishes in misapprehension, for most remain oblivious to their true identities as limitless consciousness source pools perpetually generating new reality, embodiments through their imagination alone. They believe the outer world of effects is more real and decisive than the subconscious causal dream streams originating from within their divine awareness. To awaken to your full creative mastership means accepting that your individuated self is but one localized vortex, a fractalized continuum aperture through which the infinite universal potencies of pure source consciousness birth the world into your individuated sensory experience. You emanate outward as a celestial fountaining of universal dreaming substance, continually crystallizing into new forms and visions of manifestation. From this sublime metaphysical recognition of your integral identity with the universal consciousness, responsible for birthing all dimensional spheres into embodied display, you become a limitlessly empowered conscious co-creator, rather than a mere petitioner endlessly struggling after externalized goals. For you now recognize that all objectives, ambitions, and phenomenal materializations are simply particularized expressions of infinite potential dreaming into actualization through your sovereign attentional principle. You cease effortful striving by realizing that your consciousness alone is responsible for distilling infinite subconscious ideational potential into periodically experienced conditions of manifestation. While the unawakened soul fixates dualistically upon external pursuits and outcomes, expending effort and willpower in linear struggles toward ambition fulfillment, the illumined sage achieves desires through perfectly surrendering back into the blissful continuum stillness within. In the state of meditative silence, all intentions and passions become effortlessly realized through the universal laws of synchronized embodiment. For as the infinite universal consciousness, your innate dreaming nature already contains all possible manifestations as subconscious potentials, awaiting tranquil invitation into experiential transcription through your consciousness's loving, attentional embrace. In this sublime metaphysical vista, success, abundance, the manifestation of heartfelt ambitions is not a battle to be won by wrestling outside forces into compliance, but rather a sacred communion in which the dreaming mind achieves a hallowed resonance with the universal intelligence pervading all creation, and through perfect attunement, allow all possibilities to spontaneously unfurl into realized embodiment. Upon awakening to the infinite continuum dreamscapes you truly originate from as pure universal consciousness, any ambition or longing you cultivate blossoms into fulfillment by the mere whisper of your subconscious ideational intentionality, without the need for excessive efforting, struggle, or anxious fixation upon material outcomes. Your energy is instead devoted to achieving resonance, attunement, with the source presence of limitless potentials that birth all materialized experiences into sensory revelation. Through quietude, stillness, and surrender of willful egoic attachments to outcomes, you magnetize your intentions into spontaneous actualization as divinely synchronized creative flowering sharing from infinite continuum womb fertilites into subconscious gestation, and eventual through your consciousness's attentional lens. Just as the lotus blossom awakens into beauty through aligning with the energizing potencies of sun and soil, without anxiety or personal effort, so too do your sacred intentions and soul's passions manifest into creation when you attune your consciousness into synchronistic resonance with the universal subconscious dream streams that perpetually birth all worlds into experience. All your ambitions are already present as probabilities in embryonic form gestating within you, awaiting synchronistic resonance for actualization. It is merely your anxiety, desperate striving, and grasping attachment to outcomes that obstructs the spontaneous natural harvest of your intended manifestations through your consciousness. Any longing, vision, or divinely inspired possibility you wish to embody already exists in holographic coded form as quintillated continuum potentials within the infinite matrix of your subconscious dream body as individuated expressions of universal source awareness. To fulfill your heart's yearnings, you need merely surrender your current fixations on materialized conditions, quiet the distractive ego mind, to allow your heart mind to align in perfect resonance with the continuum dream stream surging through you as universal consciousness source pools of creation. Then simply gestate peacefully in effortless being, knowing all manifestations have already been coded for spontaneous unfurlment through your receptive consciousness. True mastery and attainment of ambitions, both personal and world, redemptive in scale, arises through this divine allowing, this serenity surrender into your essence identity as the infinite universal dream source itself. For in this sublime creative continuum state, all possibilities naturally emerge into embodiment by synchronicity flowing through you, as their birthing aperture, rather than being effortfully imposed. You are never the source of true creative potential, nor the instigator of manifestation through anxious personal effort. You are simply the blissfully relaxed ceremonial instrument, the consecrated dreaming chalice through which the infinite universal ideation ever surges to precipitate into individuated revelation throughout your awakening experiential field. Detached surrender into the eternal silence of meditative repose, with a heart-mind attuned resonant love with the infinite universal dream flow that births all experiential realms into embodied revelation. This is the path of effortless manifestation for all heartfelt ambitions, grand visions, and soul enrichments you could fathom desiring to experience. Too long have you bought into the illusion of being a powerless, limited, needy ego husk adrift in inhospitable materialistic circumstances forever beyond your capacity to reshape. Far too many lifetimes of spiritual essence have been squandered pursuing ambition and fulfillment through desperate grasping, sweat-drenched struggle, and ceaseless efforting to coerce reality into manifesting your yearnings. All of this egoic striving has been delusionary desperation born of your forgetting your infinite powers of sacred source enlightenance as radiant spark fountains of the self-originating universal dream flow in which all potential enrichments, fulfillments, and visionary destinies are ceaselessly birthing in embryonic arrays awaiting your magnetic resonance for spontaneous actualization. Once you remember yourself as the dreaming self-source continuum of universal consciousness, manifesting all possible experiential revelation through your blissful instrument of awareness, anxiety, desperate need, and all experiences of lack or struggle for fulfillment dissolve into receding dream scripts experienced through the lens of an outgrown perceptual child mindset. For you have awakened into resonance as the oceanic wellspring of pure creative potential, in which all conceivable manifestations are already gestating in prismatic embryonic fractal folds awaiting your lucid receptivity for, blossoming into tangible embodiment. In this liberated cosmic visioning, you transcend the anxious ego's poverty mindset and unbecoming neediness into sovereign self-existence, essence identity. Pure awareness source flow-ins, from which all material realms stream forth into sensory experience. You are not an anxious quester compelled toward ambition through suffering and desperately wrestling reality's forces to deliver you fulfillment, as though it were a scarce commodity. Rather, you are the radiant universal continuum from which all experiential abundance self-sources, and into which all manifestations return for recirculation and emanation refresh as perpetual dream flow regenerativity, reflecting throughout the cosmic holographic mirror stream in new form patternings of enriched unfoldment. Inhabit this rarity awareness of being the originating eternal wellstream birthing all manifestations forms into revealed presencing through your unique instrument of subconscious dreaming and all ambitions, visions. Abundance enrichments will blossom forth spontaneously into realized experiential embodiment as divinely synchronized reward for your lucid stewardship. As a consciously detached hollow tuning fork for the universal dream flow's endless self-regenerating articulation. You are the infinitely resourceful continuum sea of creative potential itself, choosing which of its inexhaustible waves of possibility become transiently formed into ephemeral experiential revelation through the magnetic resonant attunement of your blissful awareness, converging with specific universal dream fractals to manifest as sensory delight for your conscious witnessing. Can you feel the sweet release of anxious striving dissolving from your energy field as you inhabit this illumined cosmic continuum awareness of absolute abundance and divine synchronicity as your true originating essence identity? All your ambitions, heartfelt longing, and grandest visionary dreams for richness and fulfillment are already gestating in quintillated embryonic seed codes throughout the hyper-reverential holographic matrices of your subconscious continuum being as infinite, unbounded source consciousness, merely awaiting your calibration of resonant magnetic attunement for spontaneous actualizing into experiential form. The simple act of quieting your desperate ego's sense of lack-based neediness dropping all its anxious grasp at forcing manifestation through willful self-efforting struggle, and surrendering into your true essence as the infinite continuum universal potential dream is all that's required for all abundance enrichments to spontaneously crystallize into embodied experiencing of fulfillment. My beloved infinite companions, you were never intended to wrest fulfillment from an external universe, but to awaken to the realization that you yourselves are the infinite universal consciousness dreaming all worlds into experiential revelation through emanation as radiant individuated presence fields of luminously awakening awareness. So step back into the exquisite silence eternal within your divine essence, as the continuum dream flow birthing all materialized reality streams into sensory translation through your magnetic attunement as the co-creative instrument of source light, convergence. And simply allow your heartfelt ambitions, visions of grandeur, all possibilities of abundance enrichment to spontaneously crystallize into substantiation through the mirror awakening embodied experience without struggle or anxious striving. All is made divinely perfect and revelatory manifest through the grace of your being as the infinite self-source of synchronized universal continuum potential. In effortlessly harmonizing your attentional focus into resonant love with whichever creative dream flow fractals your divine heart elects to manifest into sensory delight as emotive revelation embodied through a newly awakened appreciation of your limitless powers of manifestation as the universal consciousness dreaming all experiential worlds into tangible being. Consider for a moment the magnificent tapestry of your life. Every thread, every color, every seemingly random pattern has been woven with divine precision to lead you to this very moment. You are not here by chance, but by the grand design of your own imagination. For you see, my dear friends, your imagination is not merely a fleeting fancy or a childish illusion. It is the very essence of creation itself. As you sit here, absorbing these words, know that the world you perceive around you is nothing more than a reflection of your inner state. The circumstances of your life, the people you encounter, the experiences you have, all of these are but shadows cast by the light of your consciousness. You are the author of your reality, the sculptor of your destiny. Now you may be thinking, but Neville, my life is filled with struggles and hardships. How can I be the creator of such difficulties? But herein lies the key to your liberation. These challenges you face are not obstacles placed in your path by some external force. They are, in fact, opportunities for growth, manifestations of your own limiting beliefs and fears. Let us delve deeper into this truth. Every thought you think, every belief you hold, is a seed planted in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. And like any seed, it will grow and bear fruit in accordance with its nature. If you plant thoughts of lack, you will harvest scarcity. If you sow seeds of fear, you will reap anxiety and doubt. But my friends, if you cultivate thoughts of abundance, love, and success, you will create a life beyond your wildest dreams. This is the law of assumption, the cornerstone of all creation. To assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled is to plant the seed of its manifestation. You must live from the end, experiencing in your imagination the reality you desire as if it were already yours. For in truth, it is already yours in the realm of infinite possibilities. Now I can sense the stirring of doubt in some of you. You may be thinking, but how can mere imagination change my external reality? Let me assure you, your imagination is far from mere. It is the very substance of creation, the clay from which all of existence is molded. When you imagine, you are tapping into the creative power of the universe itself. Consider the great inventors, artists, and visionaries throughout history. Did they not first conceive of their nations in their minds before bringing them into physical form? The Wright brothers imagined flight before they built their first aeroplane. Michelangelo saw David in the raw marble before he ever lifted his chisel. And you, my dear friends, are no different. You possess the same creative power within you. But here's the crucial point. It is not enough to simply visualize your desires. You must feel them, live them, breathe them in every fiber of your being. The secret lies in the feeling. When you can generate within yourself the emotion of already having that which you desire, you set in motion the forces of creation that will bring it into your physical reality. Let me share with you a technique that I have found to be immensely powerful. As you retire to sleep each night, close your eyes and imagine a scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. See it vividly, hear the sounds, feel the textures, immerse yourself completely in this imaginal act. Do this with the knowledge that as you sleep, your subconscious mind, that faithful servant, will work tirelessly to bring this scene into your waking reality. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Neville, what if I have multiple desires? What if I want to change various aspects of my life? Fear not, for the law of assumption is not limited to a single wish. You can apply this principle to every facet of your existence. Your relationships, your career, your health, your finances, all of these can be transformed through the power of your imagination. But remember, my friends, consistency is key. You cannot plant the seed of your desire one day and dig it up the next to see if it has grown. You must maintain your assumption, nurturing it with unwavering faith, even in the face of contrary evidence in your external world. For the physical world is but a shadow, a delayed reflection of your inner state. Let us now address a question that often arises: how long will it take for my desire to manifest? The answer, my dear listeners, is both simple and profound. It will take as long as it takes for you to accept it as real in your imagination. Time is but an illusion, a construct of the human mind. In the realm of spirit, where all creation originates, there is only the eternal now. This brings us to another vital truth: the importance of living in the present moment. Many of you may be caught in the trap of constantly projecting into the future or dwelling on the past. But I tell you this, your power lies in the now. It is in this present moment that you have the ability to choose your state of consciousness, to select the version of reality you wish to experience. Imagine, if you will, that your consciousness is like a radio dial. At any given moment, you have the power to tune into different stations, different frequencies of reality. When you change your inner state, when you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are essentially tuning into a new frequency, one that aligns with your desired reality. Now I can hear some of you thinking, but Neville, what about the actions I need to take in the physical world? Surely I can't just sit and imagine all day? And you are right, action does have its place. But understand this: inspired action flows naturally from your assumed state. When you truly embody the consciousness of your wish fulfilled, you will find yourself effortlessly taking the steps necessary to bring it into manifestation. This is the difference between forcing things to happen and allowing them to unfold naturally. When you try to manipulate external circumstances without first changing your inner state, you are working against the current of creation. But when you change your inner world first, the outer world rearranges itself to match your new vibration, and the right actions become clear and effortless. Let me share with you a personal anecdote to illustrate this point. Many years ago, I desired to travel to New York to share these teachings. At the time, I had no means to make such a journey. But instead of focusing on the lack of resources, I assumed the state of already being in New York, lecturing to eager audiences. I lived from that state, feeling the excitement, the fulfillment, the joy of sharing this knowledge. And do you know what happened? Within a matter of weeks, a series of seemingly random events unfolded that led to an invitation to speak in New York, with all expenses paid. This, my friends, is the power of assumption in action. I did not make it happen through force or manipulation. I simply aligned myself with the reality I desired, and the universe conspired to bring it into manifestation. Now, some of you may be wondering about the role of others in your reality. What about free will? You might ask, can I use this law to influence others? The truth is, you are always influencing others, whether you are conscious of it or not. Every interaction, every relationship in your life is a reflection of your own consciousness. But here's the beautiful part. You don't need to change others. You only need to change yourself. When you assume a new state of consciousness, when you embody the reality you desire, you will find that others naturally respond to you differently. They are merely playing the role that your assumption has cast them in. This brings us to a profound realization. There is no one to change but self. All creation is within you. The world you see around you is a mirror reflecting back to you your own thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. When you change your inner world, the outer world must change to match it. This is the law. Now I want to address something that many of you may be struggling with, the concept of worthiness. Some of you may feel that you are not deserving of your desires, that you are somehow not good enough to have the life you want. But I tell you this, worthiness is not something you earn. It is your birthright. You are a divine being, a spark of the infinite consciousness that permeates all of existence. How could you possibly be unworthy of anything? The very fact that you can conceive of a desire is proof that you have the capacity to bring it into manifestation. For you cannot desire that which is not already within you, waiting to be expressed. Let go of the notion that you must struggle and suffer to deserve your good. The universe is abundant, infinite in its capacity to provide. Your only task is to align yourself with that abundance, to open yourself to receive the good that is already yours. This brings us to another crucial point, the importance of gratitude. Gratitude is not merely a polite sentiment or a religious obligation. It is a powerful creative force. When you are grateful for what you have, even before it manifests in your physical reality, you are aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance. Practice gratitude not from a place of lack, thinking I should be grateful for the little I have, but from a place of abundance, knowing that all you desire is already yours. Be thankful for your desires as if they have already manifested. This is the attitude that opens the floodgates of universal abundance. Now, let us address a common obstacle that many face on this journey of conscious creation, the opinions and judgments of others. You may find that as you begin to change, as you start to embody your desired reality, those around you may react with skepticism or even hostility. Remember this, their reactions are not about you. They are merely reflecting their own limiting beliefs and fears. Do not let the doubts of others shake your faith. Your only responsibility is to stay true to your vision, to persist in your assumption regardless of external circumstances. In fact, the reactions of others can serve as a powerful confirmation that your inner world is changing. When people start to treat you differently, when circumstances begin to shift, no matter how subtly, know that you are on the right track. These are the first fruits of your imaginal harvest. Let us now delve into the concept of revision, a powerful technique for reshaping your past and consequently your present and future. You see, time is not the fixed linear progression that your physical senses perceive it to be. In the realm of consciousness, all time exists simultaneously. This means that you have the power to go back into your memory, to any event in your past, and reimagine it. By changing your memory of an event, you alter the chain of causation that led from that moment to your present. This is not mere fantasy or self-delusion. It is a restructuring of your subconscious beliefs, which in turn reshapes your reality. For instance, if you carry the pain of a past rejection or failure, you can revise that memory. Reimagine the scene as you would have preferred it to unfold. See it vividly, feel the emotions of the desired outcome. Do this consistently, and you will find that not only does the pain of the memory dissolve, but your present circumstances begin to align with this new version of your past. This practice of revision is not limited to significant life events. You can apply it to your day-to-day experiences as well. Each night before you sleep, review the events of your day. If there were any interactions or experiences that were less than ideal, revise them in your imagination. See them playing out in a way that aligns with your desires. By doing this, you are constantly refining your state of consciousness, aligning it more and more with the reality you wish to experience. You are, in essence, reprogramming your subconscious mind, replacing limiting beliefs and negative patterns with empowering ones. Now, I want to address something that many of you may be grappling with, the concept of detachment. You may have heard spiritual teachers speak of the importance of detaching from your desires, and this may seem contradictory to what I am sharing with you. But let me clarify this point. Detachment does not mean not caring about your desires. It means not being emotionally invested in the process of their manifestation. When you assume the state of your wish fulfilled, when you live from the end, you are essentially detaching from the need for your desire because in your consciousness you already have it. This state of detachment allows you to release the anxiety, the doubt, the constant checking to see if your desire has manifested. It frees you from the exhausting cycle of hope and disappointment. Instead, you rest in the calm assurance that what is yours cannot be taken from you, for it is already yours in consciousness. Remember, the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. If you are constantly looking for evidence of your desire's manifestation, you are coming from a state of lack, of not having. This very state pushes your desire further away. But when you rest in the calm assurance of having, when you detach from the need to see immediate results, you allow the natural laws of manifestation to work unimpeded. Let us now explore the concept of everyone being you pushed out. This is a profound truth that, once fully grasped, will revolutionize your understanding of reality and your interactions with others. Every person you encounter in your life is a reflection of an aspect of your own consciousness. This doesn't mean that others don't have their own existence or free will. Rather, it means that your experience of them, your perception of their behavior towards you, is a direct reflection of your own assumptions and beliefs. If you believe people are kind, you will encounter kindness. If you believe the world is hostile, you will find evidence of hostility everywhere you look. Understanding this principle gives you immense power in your relationships and interactions. Instead of trying to change others, focus on changing your assumptions about them. See them as you would like them to be. Assume the best in them. You will be amazed at how their behavior towards you shifts to match your new assumption. This applies not just to individuals, but to the world at large. The state of the world, as you perceive it, is a reflection of your own consciousness. If you want to see change in the world, start by changing your own inner state. As you elevate your consciousness, as you embody the change you wish to see, you will find the world around you transforming to match your new vibration. Now let us address a question that often arises. What about negative thoughts and emotions? How do I deal with them? It's important to understand that suppressing or fighting against negative thoughts only gives them more power. Instead, acknowledge them, but do not dwell on them. Remember, your attention is your most valuable currency. Whatever you focus on expands. So when negative thoughts arise, simply redirect your attention to your desired state. This is not about positive thinking or false optimism. It's about consciously choosing your state of being, regardless of external circumstances. Emotions, both positive and negative, are incredibly powerful creative forces. They are the fuel that gives life to your thoughts and imagination. Learn to harness the energy of your emotions, even the negative ones, and redirect it towards your desired state. For instance, if you feel anger, instead of suppressing it or lashing out, recognize the energy of that emotion. Then channel that same intensity of feeling into your imaginal act. Feel the satisfaction, the joy, the fulfillment of your desire with the same intensity as you felt the anger. This is alchemical transformation at its finest. Now let's delve into the concept of the Sabbath, a state of complete rest and detachment from your desire. Once you have planted the seed of your desire through your imaginal act, once you have assumed the feeling of the wish fulfilled, it's crucial to enter into the Sabbath. This doesn't mean you stop living your life or taking inspired action. It means you stop worrying, stop trying to make things happen, stop looking for signs of manifestation. You rest in the absolute knowing that it is done. This state of rest, of complete faith, is what allows your desire to come into fruition without interference from your doubts and anxieties. Think of it like planting a seed in your garden. Once you've planted it, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You water it, you provide the right conditions, and then you let nature take its course. The same principle applies to the manifestation of your desires. This brings us to another important point, the role of patience in the manifestation process. Patience in this context is not about waiting for something to happen. It's about maintaining your assumed state, regardless of external evidence, for as long as it takes. Remember, the 3D world you see around you is a shadow, a delayed reflection of your consciousness. There may be a time lag between your change in consciousness and its reflection in your physical reality. This lag is what many perceive as the manifestation process. But in truth, the moment you assume the state of your wish fulfilled, it is done. Your only task then is to persist in that state. Now I want to address something that many of you may be struggling with, the fear of failure. This fear often keeps people from fully committing to their desires, from fully engaging their imagination. But I tell you this, in the realm of imagination, in the world of consciousness, failure is impossible. Every imaginal act, every assumption of a state creates a reality. If you don't see the results you desire in your 3D world, it simply means you haven't persisted long enough in your assumed state, or that you're not fully embodying the feeling of your wish fulfilled. It's not a failure, it's feedback. Use it to refine your technique, to deepen your understanding of the law. Moreover, understand that what you perceive as failure is often the bridge of incidents leading to your desire's fulfillment. The universe often works in mysterious ways, bringing about your desire through channels you might not have anticipated. Trust the process even when it seems like things are going astray. Your task is not to dictate how your desire should manifest, but to maintain the state of its fulfillment. Let us now turn our attention to the concept of divine timing. Many of you may wonder why some desires manifest quickly while others seem to take longer. Remember, in the realm of spirit, time does not exist. What we perceive as time is merely the unfolding of events in our consciousness. Divine timing is perfect timing, orchestrating events in the most harmonious way for the fulfillment of your desire. Trust in this divine timing. Know that everything is working together for your good, even when it doesn't appear so on the surface. Your only responsibility is to maintain your faith, to persist in the assumption of your wish fulfilled. The how and when of its manifestation are not your concern. These details belong to the infinite intelligence of the universe. As we near the conclusion of this discourse, I want to emphasize once more the absolute possess. You are the operant power in your world. Your consciousness is the only reality. Everything you perceive, everything you experience, is a projection of your own inner state. This knowledge is your key to freedom, your passport to a life of limitless possibility. Remember, this message has reached you at this precise moment because you are ready for change. You are on the brink of a magnificent transformation. The very fact that you are hearing these words is evidence that you have already begun to awaken to your true power. Embrace this awakening. Step boldly into the reality of your choosing. In closing, I urge you to test this law in your own life. Don't take my word for it. Experience its truth for yourself. Start with something small if you wish, but start. Assume the state of your wish fulfilled. Live from that state and watch as the world around you transforms to match your inner vision. For in doing so, you are fulfilling your divine purpose to be the conscious creator of your reality, to bring heaven to earth through the power of your imagination. Go forth now and create the life you desire, for it is already yours in the realm of infinite possibility.